as we are ready now for the tip of our Sonic Blockbuster, and it'll be the Blue Devils with the first possession of the night. A team a couple of years ago and having a very good season for the Hoos. Matthew Hurt for three, and speaking of matchups, as Hurt gets a friendly roll. Roach looking inside for Williams, who's really been a factor for Duke the last couple of weeks, especially at the defensive end of the floor. Roach for three, got it, and a good start for the Blue Devils.
In his prior two games, he was averaging 16 points a game over those two.
Clark stops on a dime, losing his defender, and then gets a bounce to get Virginia on the board.
And they can really operate toward the end of a clock. Little low cross screen, little on big to get Jay Huff into the post.
How about the left-hand jump hook?
How improved is he from last year to this?
Points of the night to Duke, the last four to Virginia. And we haven't had a whistle yet in this game, and we're almost 4 minutes in. Nice step in by Hauser to tie the game.
He's going to certainly have questions to answer to NBA people as to why he decided to do that and what it means. And there's that shot preparation that we're talking about by Sam Hauser. He is just a fantastic shooter. But to your question on Jalen Johnson, yes, those are legitimate questions as to why he decided to forgo the remainder of the year.
Mark Williams has stepped into a larger role, and that goes back a few weeks now. Jaemyn Brakefield has picked up some more minutes as Virginia gets an easy one from Trey Murphy, the third outstanding transfer from Rice.
Guarding bigger guys. Now he's got a fair fight with Sam Hauser.
And what a fight it is between two of the best shooters, not only in the conference, but in the country.
Is being guarded by Matthew Hurt. They're going to go after him and make him defend.
Beekman to Murphy, and Virginia extends the lead.
And we've talked about him in steals. He gets a ton of steals for Virginia. He leads the team in steals. But Trey, he is shooting the ball so well. The hand up, and that was just good offense beating pretty decent defense.
Jordan Goldwire in off the bench, turns the corner and lays it in. In efficiency, they are 23rd this year, and again, that's really good. They're about 345 teams. But Virginia's actually a higher-rated team on KenPom, Jay.
It's fun to watch the ball go in the basket, isn't it?
It really is. You and I have been lucky. We've had some games up in the 80s recently.
So it's the announcer jinx, but you don't get any credit for the ball going in. 43rd steal on the year. He averages close to 2.5 steals per game, and he can get them on the ball or off. Shoot the gap.
You saw Clark and Huff right away point up to the glass, but they don't get the call. Casey Morsel in off the bench, and maybe it'll work out just fine for Virginia because he's got a chance for three. 26 in conference games.
Yeah, and you talk about a coach and program uniquely well positioned to go forward. Really good pass underneath by Mark Williams. A great cut. And he's been in study hall to bring up that grade in defensive IQ. He's a solid B+, but I think with some more study hall time, he can get that up to an A.
Yeah, his basketball GPA, trying to increase that as best he can. But the shot clock running down. Murphy, Hauser, a much better offensive team this year, and Clark doesn't have to score as much as he did a year ago.
Another great steal on the ball by Jordan Goldwire, and what a pass! That's just a beautiful break.
In the conference standings with a record of 11-2, Duke is 7-6. And obviously, given their situation, as Jaemyn Brakefield lays it in.
And Murphy's an NBA player. He is so good.
You and I were talking before. Could Huff be an NBA player? Could Hauser be an NBA player? How about Jaemyn Brakefield getting more minutes the last couple of games? The alley-oop attempt to Huff. Brakefield stepping into it, and what an impact he has had in this game. Fan that Joe Lunardi had him in the next four out this morning, and then based on the results today, things moved around and they dropped out of the next four out. But point being, if they were to win this game,
well, if they're in the next four out now, they would, and obviously a top 10 win. But it's not. Boy, what a good shot. He's already knocked down a couple of threes. I mean, Duke is playing with a lot of confidence. Here's another switch, and now Roach is on Huff. You can just throw it up to him.
Boy, how good is Kihei Clark? DeVoe had 29 points today. Florida State won at Pitt, 79-72. Hurt from the corner knocks it down, and Matthew Hurt's got 4 threes already.
Just basically a double stack, and he came to the corner, and he caught it. He shot that as soon as he caught it. I mean, Huff was almost there.
How about Hauser with a shot fake and then a dunk?
they could go 2 for 1, but does Virginia ever do that? They might go 1 for 2.
Yeah. Win, big win, whatever phrase you want to use, and they are up 3 on a top 10 team in Virginia. Look at Huff stepping in and follows up his own miss. And he is from Durham, and he was friends with Justin McCoy from Cary, North Carolina. McCoy helped to recruit Murphy when Murphy announced he was going to transfer. Great little touch pass from Hauser. Obviously a busy night in the truck for people building graphics like
this. What a dunk by Huff. Two-handed.
It's good of a player.
Another discriminatory comment about big guys that we develop slower.
Matthew Hurt with a chance for 3.
Tony Bennett has said you got to put pressure on the ball. We can't let the opposing team go window shopping.
Hauser gets it off quickly before anybody got out on him. Is not here with the team due to contact tracing, and he's a very good shooter off the bench. They've also got a couple of players who are back from illness. They're available, but they're just not playing all that much right now.
Transition for Kihei Clark. He does not usually make those.
Morsel with a 15-footer that goes down and puts Virginia back on top. Morsel with a pull-up. And you talked about the mid-range game. He's knocked down a couple.
If that's your shot, take it. And that's Casey Morsel's shot.
I think you're obligated to say, Jay, the lost art of the mid-range.
The lost art of passing to the post. The lost art of everything's a lost art.
Roach, little stop and go, lays it in with a left hand to tie the game.
Boy, just great recognition. Shooting under 30%. Virginia 43%. That's about as easy as it gets.
Wow. Hauser into Huff for the reverse slam.
Hauser getting the ball screen from Huff. Draws 2 to the ball. Nobody rotates over. How about that dunk? That's pretty impressive by Jay Huff.
Very much so.
I wonder if his beard has a Twitter. Well, there's a switch. Now you got Murphy on Huff. Or on Hurt, excuse me. Murphy on Hurt.
Roach. And Huff got a finger on it. Coleman right at the rim to lay it in. Dan Schulman, Jay Billis, Virginia and Duke tied at 51. Not anymore. Sam Hauser.
Rebound opportunities in this one.
And overall, Virginia +8 on the glass. Kihei Clark with a pump of the fist and heading to the line as well. Listen, give it to me straight. Do you have a chance to get him? And Jim said, I don't think so. And Tony said, is he as good as I think he is?
He was outstanding.
Shot clock running down. Hauser turns it over. Here comes Goldwire. Duke's got numbers. Stewart for 3. Count it.
Poised and completing it.
And tied yet again. Clark up top to Huff.
Beautifully done. Little you can do. If you don't stay home, you're going to give up that dunk.
Boy, there's just nothing. There's not much you can do at all when Hurt decides to make that move.
Got to switch, but then switch back.
Murphy quiet in the second half, trying to shake Stewart. Finds Clark in the corner for 3. 15 points, 3 steals tonight for Kihei Clark.
He's just been excellent.
Hurt. And he knocks it down. A long 2 to get Duke back within a point. Doing a good job staying in front of Brakefield.
Now, you don't want a foul, but I would not give Huff a 3. Or Hurt, excuse me. Got a lot of H's.
Yes. Clark gets a switch. Brakefield on him. Clark the drive. Blocked by Brakefield. Virginia with a win, trying to keep Florida State at bay for top spot of the ACC standings. Duke looking for a signature win over a quality opponent, and they've got the lead after the bucket by Brakefield. Goldwire finds Roach. 7 on the shot clock. For 3. And the rebound down to Huff. Yeah, there are so many different guys on this Virginia team who could take this shot. Clark finds Hauser off balance from the corner, not there. Huff the rebound. That's what the Duke bench is saying. 2 on the shot clock. Clark. Loose ball to the Blue Devils. No, it bounces free. It will be a held ball. Seconds to go. Virginia down 1. Clark loses it, gets it back, has to put it up. And that will not count. Duke will win.